Hello, everyone. Happy Team Upward Huddle night. I know everybody that's on so far has already been together this last weekend, but we are
Mhm.
recording this so that people who weren't with us can at least see it and join us. And oh, hi, Stephanie, you're here. Welcome. So we want to jump right into it because there's going to be some people who want to hop off in 15 minutes for the closing the month call with Tanya Sheldon. And I will try to post that Zoom ID for a quick copy and paste, but that's going to start at 7 o'clock Central Time. But what I really wanted to do tonight for Huddle is a couple of things. We just came back from Momentum Academy in Dallas. It was absolutely phenomenal. There's never enough time to just catch up with everybody, but I think we were just overwhelmed with gratitude from how much we learned, the connections we did make. I think that's extra special because you can never go in with like knowing exactly what's going to happen with the relationships that we form, but you walk away completely blown away that God did so much more. So that was very good. But I do want to just highlight a couple of things. um, First of all, if you have to hop off at 7, do it for the closing the month call. And then the one person big difference call is happening. And of course, there's always tons of information there that you can catch. If you're ever wondering where certain information might be, they are posting a lot in Telegram right now. A bunch of videos just got dropped for P84 in the one person big difference family Telegram chat. Just be checking Telegram every day. And I'll tell you when I don't every day, I have like 70 unread messages. But it's really good. And if you're not sure if there's something in there, what's nice, it's not like Facebook, it doesn't get lost. You can go into that Telegram chat and then you can kind of click the top of that chat and it will open up and it'll say media, links, different things like that. And then you can quickly click like, hey, I want the link to such and such, and it'll take you right to all the links that have been shared. Or if there's media, if there's a picture that was shared, you can grab that. So just a quick, easy access tool. And then finally, the promotion right now, that there's two things. One, um, for every consultant that you enroll, every 3 consultants that you enroll with 200 SV, which is that, oh goodness, what's that stack called? I keep forgetting the name of it. Healthy Edge Stack Pack. You can do that or anything that's 200 SV. Every time you get 3 new consultants, you're getting $200 extra as a bonus check. So that's just a really exciting way, especially because people are jacked excited about this gut health product. A lot of my customers are reading the emails and a lot of them are reaching out to me. And they're like, when can I get this? I'm like, well, you want to be a consultant? And I'm not pushing that on them. I really don't want them to be a consultant if they're not ready to do it. But that's how excited people are. So lean into that. And then the final thing I want to say before we switch over is goodness, guys, if you're watching the replay, comment replay in the comments. But I really want anybody that is close by the Des Moines area to make it their best effort to get to the event on November 5th. Huge shout out to Katie Smith. She really just took this on. If anything, just show up to support Katie, right? Like, this is a big, big deal. She just took this on. She owned it every step of the way. She's coordinated with the corporate. She's coordinated with our guest speakers, Dr. Don D and Marcy Nettles. She has something so phenomenal planned to bless every consultant that walks through that door. So if you weren't able to get to Dallas, especially because most people weren't, invest $20 in an afternoon into coming and learning and growing, and grab some people who want to develop professionally and get them there too. I just can't stop thinking about if everybody just grabbed one person to come to the training, how powerful would that be? And I know you can't all travel. You could, Jolene, you could get on another plane and you could come if you wanted to. We
I've
would
thought
love
about it.
Rochelle, we would love, but I know that the Scouts are planning on getting into a car. I think Billy and her husband are planning on getting in a car and just commuting, and that's a long, long way, but it'll be really powerful again, and a good follow-up to what we just came from, a mini little event. But then don't stop there. What if every person that came brought 3 guests in the evening? Just 3 guests. I'm telling you, those 3 people you bring will be so lit up, excited. Your business will grow. That's how confident I am in this. So I digress. I want to move on, but please, if the one thing that you do every day until November 5th is invite to that event, and if you're not local and can't come, be inviting every day to something, your business will grow. So with that said, we have a few minutes. I think I got a couple messages here. What emails? I'm talking about Telegram, I think is what. Oh, emails from corporate. I think customers get, like, we get emails, newsletters from LifeVantage that talks about the new product coming. Um, if they're signed up for the emails, they will be seeing those things. But you can ask your customers if they've seen something or not, or check their junk mail. But I want to turn it over right now to just the people that were there. I know a couple people have to hop off. So Katie, I know you're driving. Do you want to kick us off and just download into everybody's brain the best parts of Momentum Academy? I don't see her.
She said she's at a very loud basketball game right now.
Oh, you're on. Okay. Okay, well, you can't hop on. Then it's totally okay. You guys are going to have to hear from her on the 5th. Anybody that wants to hop on quick and share first? Phil, you're in my top corner. Phil and Karen?
He's muted.
Yeah, you're muted, Phil.
There we go. Good. So yeah, very powerful weekend for those who weren't there. Our let's just say the culture of our business has changed. So I wasn't sure really how the Love Biome people were going to how the new product was going to be there, but we've got an enthusiastic group of new consultants there with big hearts and a great product. So I think it's going to really take us and propel us to the next level. I think we have some people we have to watch out, and not watch out. If we don't do our thing, they're going to be doing their thing. And so if you want to keep growing in the company, you better start working, basically. So, and in a good way. It's not a bad thing. It's not competition. It's just these people have big passion and they're going to go after things too. And the interesting thing is they're mainly from the East Coast. So they're not really not in our area very much at this point yet. So everything else I thought was excellent. The speakers were great. The environment was great. And like they always say, you have to make it to events because events build belief, they build leadership, they build teams. So can't express enough that you got to make it there if you can. And we're bringing people to the November 5th one. We should have at least a couple people coming besides in our team, and it's going to be big. And Dr. Nettles is, and his wife are phenomenal. Probably not better people to explain things in a very simplistic, easy way, and yet there's nothing that he can't talk about that he doesn't. He's extremely educated in the area, so do make it there.
I love it. And I know Jill's phone's gonna die, so if you want to start sharing, Jill, before your phone is dead.
I can talk real quick. We're in like this crazy car. I don't have a charger, and so that's where I'm at. I've spent my whole day like this. I actually had to borrow a charger from somebody at Home Depot so I could map home because I'm not at home, but I didn't know how to get home. So I literally had to borrow a charger and stand there at the paint counter and use it for a minute. Anyways, so honestly, like every event is unique in very different ways, but this one was like nothing I had ever been to. And I've been going for 9 years. And there was just a different energy, I think, to it, in the fact that I 1,000% believe that this product is not like mind body. I mean, we loved what happened back in October. I loved that volume. I really wish that volume would have stayed and stuck around. But this is so much like NRF2 and collagen in the fact that it is sticky.
Mm.
People get on it and they love it and they don't get off of it. And this is, in my opinion, a hotter topic than GLP-1, because it's not just GLP-1. The gut in it as a whole is a bigger topic and a bigger buzzword for people. Like, yes, there are people trying to lose weight with GLP-1, but every single person on the earth right now knows that everything stems from their gut. And it just excites me. Like, honestly, makes me so excited to reach out to people again. So, I loved so many parts of this weekend. I loved Joanna getting stuck in an elevator. I loved her energy. I loved watching my girls just like connect and like in completely beautiful ways, like not need me, but like I wanted to spend all the time in the world with them, but I loved watching them fly. And it was just so fun. Like so fun. So I think that's kind of my biggest takeaway was just what we have our hands on. And I think the energy, to put it in one word, the energy was different in the fact that it is go time.
Yeah.
Like in a different way than it's ever been over the last 9 years. It's different. Like we keep saying, like we're coming into momentum, we're hitting momentum, these things are happening, and it's been 9 years, but this is different. It is completely. So okay, I made it. I have 1% battery, so I'll be quiet. I will lose you, but
Get home safe or get to your place safe.
yes, we will
I
fly
agree.
tomorrow.
Wonderful. I agree so much with that. It's just, it's a different feeling and it's not hype. That's what I get really pumped about. I know it's not hype. And I know like I've been a lot more reserved on sharing and promoting before I have something in my hand and I'm experiencing it. And we've been taking the P84 now since we got there Thursday, and it's good. It's a good thing. And I what I love most is that my husband jumps to that first. Like he runs to that stuff. He loves it. So that's exciting for me to know that my husband, who's always kind of slow to the product wagon, is adamant about being consistent with this. So
Okay, can someone real quick share, or like everyone quick share before I lose everybody? Like, you've been taking the products for a few days now. Like today, it hit me like a million beautiful bricks in so many ways. Like I'm sitting at Magnolia table eating breakfast, and I could not eat an avocado toast. Like my body feels like it's getting nutrients that it has not gotten in a very, very long time. Because I haven't done green drinks in forever. Because by week 2 of doing a green drink, my body literally revolts against it. Like it sees that green drink and it's like, I'm going to puke. Like I hate them so much. So I think like this is something that's going to stick, but I want to hear everyone else's. Like, so far, this is what I'm seeing. My biggest thing is I have zero hunger, like zero. I wake up hungry because my metabolism is actually functioning for the first time in probably 20 years. So I wake up hungry, but it like doesn't take a million calories to make me feel full. Anyone else noticing anything?
I've only been on it today. I started it today. But I will say that definitely had fun time in the bathroom today.
Are you serious? Kurt and I have not noticed that at all.
In a good way. I mean, it was in a good way. But yeah, I took before pictures. I took pictures of myself yesterday because I'm always been so bloated. I cannot get, if I eat anything, my stomach just automatically bloats up. So I'm waiting until Friday because I thought, okay, I will be on it for 5 days at that point, and I'm going to take pictures then too. Whether or not I choose to be vulnerable enough to share them, I'm not sure, um, but I'm very excited about it. I think in talking with the Love Biome people, I agree with Jolene and Phil in that the energy level was so off the charts. It was so different than any other conference I've been at. And I'm so thankful that I went. It was and I'm very excited to be taking this is I mean, the other products that came out, it was like, okay, yeah. It was, but this one I'm excited about it because I feel like it gives me hope for the first time. No, I shouldn't say the first time, but it gives me a lot of hope. So that's my take.
Michelle, I love that for you. Who wants to go next? Jolene?
Yes, I will go next. I actually made a list of all my takeaways that I wanted to share tonight, but I won't share all of them because it was quite a few. But the biggest thing for me personally is that I need to figure out what it is that I want to achieve and what it is in life that I want and why I'm doing this. And Brandon Cunningham, I believe it was, said, "What are you waiting for?" And that thought has gone through my head all day today. So those are my why is I guess something that I thought I had identified it, but I don't really know that I have. So I'm really doing a lot of soul searching and thinking about that and what it is that I want to get out of this. And then asking myself, well, what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
And then there was a lot of other things that were said, don't overcomplicate, simplify, all those things that keep going through my head too. So
Yeah.
it was of the 3 events that I've been to, this was wonderful. They're all great, but this one was just so good.
And what I want to just encourage you with too is you have such a peaceful presence about you, and people know your heart. They know how much you care. And I would just stay focused in that. Like you are gifted with that quality. And if you can just meet people where they're at and help them solve their problems, like, hey, this this is this is a gift. Like for our bodies, if you're willing to learn about it, I want to help you with it. Just meeting people where you're at, but keeping your
Yeah.
heart, keep it the
Yeah.
same. We don't have to become salespeople. We just need to help people. That's it. That's what you're good at.
Well, I definitely overthink things. That's my superpower. So I'm going to try to figure out how not to do that.
Oh, no,
Sounds
no, no.
good.
You're not going to try. You're going to do it.
Oh,
You're
yes,
gonna
I'm
do
not going
it.
to try. That's right. I'm not going to say I'm going to try anymore.
That's right.
That's
Do
on my
or do
list
not.
too.
That's a perfect segue, Joanna, for you
Uh,
to share.
okay.
Girl, take it away.
Hang on. I got to pause for a second because I can't talk a lot and walk. So, all right. So, the first one that I'm going to share ties along with what Jolyn and Jolyn both said. So many people consider the cost of success so long that they miss it.
Hmm.
So I'm done considering. I had already decided. I decided to join this business initially because I wanted the best price, and being in direct sales before, I knew that's how I could pay the least amount for it. And if it actually worked, I would tell people about it, so I may as well make a little bit. Well, when I was in Salt Lake in April, I made the decision. Nope, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm working this. Then between then and now, especially at Dallas, the commitment happened. I'm committed. So now I'm home from Dallas and it's time to take action steps. That was another one. Decide, commit, and take action. So I'm working on finding those people who share my vision and clarifying what my vision is. Because when vision aligns, growth accelerates, and I'm ready to accelerate. I'm not just ready to grow, I'm ready to accelerate, to go faster, to get there. A prayer was shared that I already pray a lot of it, but I had to write it down anyway because I have done lots of praying. God, heal my heart.
Mm,
Bring me everything I need to be who you have designed me to be. I've prayed that for years and years. I've been doing that. I've been healing and I've been asking for healing and bringing me what I need in order to heal. The part I didn't have before, I am ready to discover who I really am. I am ready. And Dallas helped with that.
mm,
When you complicate it in your head, you paralyze it in your heart. I've been considering the cost of success, and that's complicating all the crap in my head. And so my heart and my passion and my drive and my growth has been paralyzed. So we're done with it. We're done, okay? We talk to more people to make more money, to bless more lives. That drives me. I want to be a blessing to people. I want to bless other people. And I feel so limited because my fiscal situation is really, really, really limited. Guys, I can share the whole story at some point, but me just simply being in Dallas was an act of God.
mm,
It was a full on act of God that I was there. And I am so, so glad that I was. But just by me being there, I am convicted and I now see I can bless people's lives so much right now just being who God made me to be. Doesn't matter what my fiscal situation is. I'm going to be blessing people. I am blessing people. Um, invite, don't convince. Professionals invite, amateurs convince.
mm.
So don't be an amateur. That's not what you're there for. Just invite everybody. Okay, thanks. Hi, everybody. My daughter's here. Um, this was my biggest thing. Okay, Brett Brimhall shared lean into the conversation and the pain you are trying to avoid. Then he shared a whole list of questions of how to lean into that conversation, to
Mm.
discover the pain you're trying to avoid, to discover why you're avoiding it. Like there's a whole thing. So that's my biggest first action step. And she's gone now, but I told Jolynn while we were there, I was like, we are having this conversation, and I kind of hate that you're not coming home till Tuesday because I need to take action. And I am a verbal person, in case you couldn't tell. I'm a little verbal, and my brain won't settle the things on its own. I can't just sit and think about it and have a conversation with myself. I have to speak it out loud and have a sounding board for it to land on. So I'm having that conversation. Why? Because there's more in you than you're letting show. I am fairly open. I share things. Like, you ask me anything, I will answer you. It's just going to happen. But I hold myself back and wait for the ask. And I'm done. What people keep telling me everywhere I turn, in Life Vantage, at church, at home, in homeschool world, everywhere, everybody keeps telling me that my words are a gift and a blessing. Well,
Mhm.
guess what? My words don't require money, and that's okay. So I'm done holding back. I'm done. I'm going to be putting out a big post because, yes, I was stuck in an elevator, and there's a picture of me like this prying the doors apart myself. And I'm making a big post about it because I'm done. I'm done being stuck in a box that initially other people put me in, and now I've put myself in. I'm done. I'm not going to be in a box. I'm using my voice, and I'm done. I'm going to let who I am show.
I love it. And honestly, I've thought of you multiple times, and my best, just like bullet point, like this is what to do, is obviously for the next week. I don't know how big your list is or where your list is or what the physical list looks like, but you need to have one. And you need to be going through and inviting every person with your words, yes, intentionally, how you best communicate with them to get to November 5th meeting. And if they can't, then you're saying, okay, when will you meet with me? And then you're going to sit across them person to person. They will watch their homework and you're going to use your gift of words with them person to person, looking at their eyeballs. And if you're just bringing everybody to your front porch, that's fine. Like, that's all you got to do.
I love it.
And I was just thinking about when I first started my first couple of years, that's all I did. And I just sat across from people. And if they didn't come to the event, then I'm like, okay, when are you going to meet with me? And literally, that's how simple it has to be. So I love it, Joanna. You are amazing. You're a gift. And everything that you just said, whew, beautiful. Okay. Love ya. Angela, Angie.
Hi there.
Hi. It was your first event, Angie.
It was my first
I,
event.
I
Yes.
was the worst person ever. I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning and left her necklace. She has a necklace at my house waiting to be given to her for her first big event attendee. So I got to get that to her this week. But you're going to get it.
Okay. I think my biggest takeaway is something that Joanna already said too, is just, and invite, don't try to convince, you know, it's hard for me not to do that. So and then that brings feelings along with it. So
Mm,
that was probably the biggest one out of that. I'm going to go back to your P84. I did start taking it Friday morning there. The Friday morning?
yeah.
Yeah, I think I took it Friday morning there. So I've actually been on it a few days now. But energy level, I mixed, I'm trying to think what day, Sunday on the way home. That morning we had an early flight out. But I mixed the drink with the apple Axio. I was going till 10 o'clock, dancing the whole way time. It was great. It was so much energy. So, and I agree. I didn't even think about it, but no, I haven't had any hunger cravings either when I heard someone else mention that. But I was telling Katie when she picked up her stuff last night from me, it's just like my pants already feel loose on me.
What?
So yeah, so I just all the bloating, I think. And I know I've always had gut issues from things. So I'm so excited for this one.
Well, and I
So
don't think a lot of people know your testimony, and because you're kind of new here, we haven't had a lot of team huddles, but you have the most powerful testimony. Guys, we have to share the power of our testimonies, and we need to collaborate with each other to share each other's testimonies together for each other's networks, right? Angie, tell people like what your story is with the products already, and now like what you just shared. Holy smokes, that's just gonna be like the next level. But yeah,
yeah.
share what you've experienced. So I mean, there's people that are here, but they're going to see the replay. They need to hear your story.
Um, so I guess my story is I was 19 when I was diagnosed with RA. Never had the R factor. Just kind of followed what the doctor said. I don't know if it was probably 6 or 7 years into taking methotrexate, hydrocortisone, prednisone. I know there was two more other ones that I was taking. Um, but and still you still get flare-ups, no big, and they just said it's part of it. And they just up it. Eventually was taking methotrexate shots. And I wouldn't bump up to the other ones that they wanted you to go up to. But into that though, I also had melanoma, which is a side effect of one of those drugs. And so after, I think 2 years after that, I decided just to stop cold turkey. And also I was wanting to get pregnant again. So we'd just tried different ways. I've been to 3 or 4 natural doctors just trying to figure it out. They've thought anywhere from Lyme, leaky gut, fibromyalgia, lupus, all these different ones. We've been trying different herbs and supplements to doing did food allergy testing and stuff like that. So I've stayed away from eggs, milk, and dairy. Yeah, eggs, milk, and gluten for a good 5 years probably. And then but then slowly started reintroducing it as I felt better with that. But then I'd always get flare-ups. I'd try to do the prednisone every once in a while to just to knock it out once a year kind of thing. And this last winter, I had a huge flare up. I really did not want to go back to the doctor and ask for that. So I reached out to Katie and asked her if there's any other food ideas that she had, and she said, well, I just found this product. You want to give it a try? And I was like, I'll try anything right now. She started me on the Protandim 1, 2, and collagen. And I'd say within 3 weeks, I could feel the relief, but it wasn't. I didn't want any of it. So, so about a month into it, I added the NAD. I did feel lousy for like 2 weeks with that one, but after the third week, it just it snapped in my body.
Mm,
Um, so going from during that flare up, not being able to get out of bed without assistance to, and that was March. March, that was going on to like July and June. I mean, I'm I go for walks with the kids and I'll try to at least run a little bit and then walk again. But I would have never guessed I was going to run again. Um, so saying that, like I said, I knew with what the people saying leaky gut. So when I said this stuff that was coming out, I was like, oh, I'm so excited because I do take the probiotic. I do take the pre and the
mhm.
postbiotics here. Um, I did try the mind and body, but I can't go past one scoop. I've never done the pill, but I can't go past one scoop. My stomach cannot do it. So I know this will help that part of it too. So I'm just really excited.
Girl, guys, I can't stress it enough that our stories are powerful, and how many people need to hear her story, right? Oh my goodness, what is going on? Anyway. Um, thank you for sharing that. Like,
Yep.
keep sharing that. Keep sharing that. And the other thing is, like, you have already done those hard actions of inviting people to hear the information. You've already dealt with rejection. You've already done all of the steps. All you need to keep doing is that same thing over and over and over again. It's really the same thing. That's all that we've all done. I've been here almost 10 years. And you've already done it. So why not keep doing it? So thank you for sharing, Angie. You guys, I think, has everybody shared that was at convention?
Rochelle didn't share takeaways, just P84.
Rochelle.
Well, that's hard for me because I don't have my book with me. I thought when I sat down, I thought, oh crap, I don't know what I did with my book. I got home and I unpacked all this stuff and I'm going, where did I put it? Where did I put it? And yeah, let's see, my takeaway. I think the part that I enjoyed, no, I can't even say I enjoyed it the most because I really enjoyed almost everything. Um, when they had the breakout sessions, that to me is so, I wish they would give more time for them because people were rushing through what they were trying to share.
Yeah.
And there was so much information there. But I think her name, the gal that has built her business totally online, Katie, is that her name?
Ashley.
Katie? Ashley.
Ashley Laughlin.
Okay. When her and the other gal got up to speak and shared, I mean, I've always heard you do it your way, do it your way. You don't have to do it a certain way. But I've never, I don't know, I understood that, but when she said that she has built this business and never, ever talked to anyone face to face, she goes, if you would tell me that I had to do that, she goes, I would have said, no, I'm not going to do it. I won't be in then. And I'm sitting there going, I'm going, huh? What? And she's just like, she goes, I am an introvert and I cannot handle that. It stresses me out. And I thought, oh my gosh, and she just totally accepts that. There are things about that people do that stress me out. I can't, I try to get myself to do it and I can't. And I always berate myself. And I think in watching her and hearing her say that, it just this light bulb moment just went off in my head like, oh my gosh, and I can do this my way and just be me. And that but there was lots and lots of takeouts, but that's the one that I remember as far as not having my notes. So that's it.
I just dropped her handle, Dr. Ashley Laughlin, in the comments. You guys, what she's doing isn't rocket science on social media. It's so simple. And she's just doing, I wrote down the thing that she used to edit, but I use CapCut for editing and I use the free version. She said she uses the free version. She doesn't even pay for any fancy apps. It's so simple what she does. And if you ripped and duplicated what she's doing, she has almost 100,000 freaking followers. She's giving the same message over and over again, and she's enrolling 13 new people a day.
Yeah, she just goes through it and goes, oh, I think I feel I'm going to put this one on. I haven't done that for a couple weeks. So she just repeats.
She
And
repeats.
it's absolutely amazing. And, oh, there was something I was going to say and now it just left me. Shoot.
Can I add one thing in real quick? Is that,
Yes.
she's as cute as a bug's ear. Okay, these people are really, they're influencers and everything else. But I don't know if it was her that said it, but somebody else said, there aren't a lot of influencers or people in my age group. And so I thought, I'm thinking, oh, can I really do
Yes.
anything in that whole social media thing? And they said, there's all kinds of influencers and stuff who are in their 20s and 30s. There aren't a lot of them in their 60s. So, I thought that gave me a little bit of hope. And, it's like, sort of like, well, here you go. You got open space. Let's do it.
You're going to speak to your people. And Rochelle's 70s.
Let's
She'd
not
all look
advertise that.
I
If you don't
was
look
saying
it,
she's in her
we can
60s.
advertise it all day long.
Advertise the heck out of it, girl, because you're so not 70s.
Yeah.
Like, no, advertise the heck out of that.
It's just a number.
But
But
that's the
yes, they
thing.
did say that. I'd forgotten that. But yes, that was another ray of hope that I had when she said that there are so many 20 and 30s out there posting all their stuff. There's very few people in, I don't know, 50s, but 60s, 70s and up that are on and that are affecting others,
Yeah. And you have a voice too. And when you share, we all get jacked up and excited. So keep sharing.
So,
Dawn, you,
Rochelle, I can't wait to see your video.
I did video today. But I actually took a picture of myself yesterday because I just, yeah, I'm gonna try and be brave enough to post both of them together, but we'll see.
and that's the only thing with Instagram is you got to get in your niche. Like you got to slay in that very, focused area. And if you just there's courses you can take on that, but that's all she's doing. So if you follow Dr. Ashley Locken, she's doing that very niche-y thing and it's working. So we got to wrap this up. We're at the end of our time before we have to hop on the next call. But Dawn, will you close us up? You were also there. What your takeaways were?
Sure. My big takeaway is that there's always a new beginning. And right now, with this new product, it's a perfect time for a new beginning. And I've heard other people on this group, in our group, talk about one thing that's been missing for a long time is digestive enzymes. And I agree. And I started mine this morning. And I was driving literally for 3 hours. I just kept feeling, oh my God, I feel so good. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. But yeah, my big thing was there's always an opportunity for new beginnings. And with this merger, or whatever you want to call it, and this new product that our products have done a lot for me and my husband, but my gut issues are still what's been bad. And if this can fix my gut, I'm ready to soar.
Yay! I think we're all in alignment on that one, girl. Thank you for sharing. Oh my goodness, you guys, this was a blessing. I will be getting the replay out right away tomorrow so we can all tag our friends to make sure they see it and hear the message. And let's go out and let's focus on that invite. Let's get that invite going and finish this month strong. Love you all. See you later.
Love y'all.